Hi, I'm Ryan with the Talos Tech team, and I'm here with the Talos T60X Orchard Kit, and we're going to be doing an unboxing. So, let's get started. Ooh. Alright, when you open up your box, first thing you will see is another box inside. This is where all of your parts and accessories are going to be. Put this out for right now. And right under that, you can see your 60-liter tank. And an important thing to note is on your tank, you can see right here, it does not come with the impeller pumps or the flow meter. You'll have to remove those from your existing 50-liter tank and attach them onto here. Ooh. Now, moving on to this box. This is where you can see all of your parts for your Orchard Kit. Now we have the manual here. Pretty much like a brief explanation of how to attach all these parts together. So in the Orchard Kit, of course, you'll get your 2 additional nozzles and spray lances for the front of the drone. That's these 2 right here. And then the 2 cables that you'll need to run through the arms. The 2 hoses you'll also need to run through the arms. And then in addition to that, you'll see a different module setup right here. So these are the pressure nozzles for the Orchard Kit. They only come with the Orchard Kit. You can't buy them as separate parts. These allow they change the droplet size from being the usual 50 to 500 micrometers to down to 20 to 300 micrometers. And yeah, it provides a smaller range, allowing for better penetration on your orchard trees. So all these additional parts, they are not just spare parts just in case anything happens. They are more replacement parts to swap out if you want to change over to that 20 to 300 micrometer droplet size. All right, now moving on to the spray tank. Again, this does not come with the modules. It is just the tank itself. So you'll need the flow meter, you'll need the impeller pumps, you'll need the level meter right here. Pretty much all that you'll need to take off of your existing 50-liter tank. And yeah. So this is the 60-liter upgrade tank for the Orchard Kit. All right, those are all the parts inside the Orchard Kit, and next I'm going to show off pretty much how to assemble everything. All right, and in this part I'm going to be showing you how to assemble the T60X Orchard Kit. All right, first things first, we're going to need to remove the 50-liter tank, and we'll do so by unscrewing the wing nuts and removing the hoses, and then also unplugging the signal cable. Now, we will still need the modules on this tank, so we will be removing the flow meter, the pumps, and the liquid level meter. And now to attach them to the 60-liter tank. Now, when attaching the pumps themselves are interchangeable, but the cable will be labeled pump 1 and pump 2. Just be sure that pump 1 is connected to the left side and pump 2 is connected to the right side. Now, when attaching the pumps themselves are interchangeable, but the cable will be labeled pump 1 and pump 2. Just be sure that pump 1 is connected to the left side and pump 2 is connected to the right side. Next, we're going to remove these 2 screws just to open up the front cover. And now we will be working on the arm. So we will need to remove the inner composite cable that runs through the arm and replace it with the one that comes with the Orchard Kit. So for here, you will need to detach the ESC just to reveal that cable that is plugged into the ESC and unplug it. Moving over to the cable distribution board, you can see it is labeled M2 arm, and that is the plug that we will be removing. So now you'll follow the cable up to see where the composite arm is plugged into for the power, and unplug the power line, and then you will unplug the signal line. So now that we have both of these plugs removed, now we will begin taking off the M2 arm. Now that we have removed the M2 arm, now we'll have an easier time attaching on the spray lances for the Orchard Kit. So first things first, we'll finish off removing that composite cable I mentioned earlier. And don't forget the arm detection module. Now to show the parts that we will be using, we will need the composite cable, the spray lance itself, and the hose. The arm in position detector comes with a bracket that is attached, so we will be also needing that bracket to put on. Now while we are feeding that composite cable into the arm, we will need to screw back on the arm in position detector bracket. Now we will be making sure that each cable is going into the right place, so now we will need to feed the spray lance signal cable in through the bottom hole you can see under the motor. Next, you'll need to feed that hose over through the arm now and connect both of those through the hole. Once that spray lance is mounted in place, we'll need to screw it in. And now we will be attaching the nut to screw in that hose. Now that you have your composite cable back in place and inside the arm and also have your spray lance hooked up, now we will begin reattaching everything to the arm. So beginning with the ESC, we'll screw that in and make sure it's secure in place. And now to reattach the arm back onto the drone. Once we have the arm secure in place, we can then feed back the power cable over to the distribution board and plug that in, and then we can plug in that signal cable back in. Alright, now we'll be changing the connectors on the hoses for the tank. So we will be swapping out the L connector with a T connector. And you will be doing this for both sides of the tank. Now that we put that T connector in, we can now connect the hose that we just put onto the new arm and connect it with the hose that is going to the rear arm. Alright, now just to make sure everything's secure, and once everything is good to go, you will repeat that process to the other arm. It's the exact same process, just on, for example, in this video we did M2, and now you'll just repeat the same thing on M1. Alright, again, I'm Ryan from Talos Drones. This is the unboxing and the assembly of the Orchard Kit for the T60X.